And welcome back. This is after we finish the travel agency page, we're going to be learning about working with audio and video elements and how we can do that. So, what are the roles of the HTML audio and video elements and how do they work? The audio and video elements allow you to add sound and video content to your HTML document. The audio element supports popular audio formats like MP3, WAV, and OGG. The video element supports MP4, OGG, and WebM formats. To conclude audio content on your web page, you can use the audio element with the source attribute pointing to the location of your audio file. As you can see in the preview window, nothing shows up on the page. To see the previews, you will need to enable the interactive editor. So we have this audio element, right? But its source is not, something's wrong with the source, I guess. It's not showing up on the page. There's no like button or anything. If you want to see the audio player on the page, you can add the audio element with the controls attribute. Okay. Press play in the preview window to hear one of Quincy Larson's songs. To hear a different song, change the source value to this file web address. To see the previews, you need to enable an interactive editor. Okay. Okay, let's try this song. I like this one better. Let's see. The controls attribute enables users to manage audio playback, including pausing or resuming playback. The controls attribute is a Boolean attribute that can be added to an element to enable built-in playback controls. If omitted, no controls will be shown. Note, some browsers such as Safari may not display a volume control by default, even when the control attribute is present. Apart from the source and control attributes, there are several other attributes that enhance the functionality of the audio element. The loop attribute is a Boolean attribute that makes the audio replay continuous. Here's an example of using the loop attribute to play one of Quincy Lawrence's songs titled Can't Stay Down. To see the looping in action, enable an interactive editor. Scrub the playhead close to the end of the song and it will restart once it's finished. Okay. So loop is just okay. So we go. Scrub the playhead. Let's see it. See if it loops back. It loops back. All we have to do is put loop. Okay. It's cool. Another attribute you can use is the muted attribute. When present in the audio element, this Boolean attribute will start in the audio in a muted state. Here is an example of using muted attribute. To hear the music, enable an interactive editor and click on the volume icon in the audio player. So loop, controls, muted. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of them. That's three. All right. But it's automatically muted. Okay. When it comes to audio file types, there are differences in which browser supports which type. To accommodate this, you can use source elements inside the audio element, and the browser will select the first source that it understands. Here's an example of using multiple source elements for an audio element. So audio controls for all of them, and these are all the different sources. Okay. So it'll be like source is its own element. Okay. Source. Why does it have a type? So I'm noticing like why is there a type? Why do you have to put type in here? I don't know. I'm just talking to myself. Just wondering why is that? But that's cool. I guess we can just put all of them in one audio file, I guess. I wonder, do they all show up like next to each other? You know what I mean? Like if you had audio controls, right? And this source in the editor would just like pop up as OGG, right? And the control panel is just like titled OGG, and then right below it is like control wave, and then below that be like MPEG. Like I wonder if you can like move those. You should be able to move those like anywhere you want on the page, right? Let's see. The browser will start with the OGG type, and if it can't play the audio, then it'll move down to the next type in the list. So what if you put this on mute? The other one will just automatically play. All the attributes we have learned so far are also supported in the video element. Here's an example of using video element with the loop, controls, and muted attributes. Add the audio play attribute to the opening video tag so the video plays automatically. To interact with the example, you need to enable the interactive editor. Note, the width attribute is being used here to make the video smaller and fit better in the preview window. You will soon learn more about the width attribute in further future lessons. Okay. Never even heard of this movie, but the graphics were cool. I mean, very clear. For the source or source attribute, we're using a video called Big Buck Bunny from archive.org. If you want to display an image while the video is downloading, you can use the poster attribute. What? This attribute is not available for audio elements and is unique for video elements. Here's an example of using the poster attribute with content. So this is like a thumbnail in YouTube, right? Like posters, it will just allow you to like update the picture. Although, look, this is my idea, but you know how some games have like in the main loading screen they have the character like automatically moving. I know they have it on like Clash Royale, right? The characters or the loading screen is kind of like animated and moving. That would be awesome if you can make the thumbnail in YouTube to be able to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you could customize your thumbnail to be like, I don't know, like kind of have that little animation stuff going. You know, not without, it's like separate from the video, but it's kind of like, I think it'd be cool instead of having a static image, you know? But that's just me. That's what makes it rare. I want to do that. I want to see if I can do that. If I can, I'll work on that. All right, but anyway, I'm talking to myself. You can use the source element inside a video element, just like you did with the audio element. This lets you provide the same video in multiple formats, and the browser will choose the first one it can play. What? So the browser choose? What if I don't want to? I want. Uh, okay. I guess it's got has multiple browsers, right? So here we go. We got video, and we got source. Okay. So basically, it's allowing the user to have controls. It's setting both of the videos width to 400 pixels, I guess. That yeah, and the poster image or the thumbnail image would be like this thumbnail, this JPEG right here. So on both of these sources. Okay. And it says your browser does not support the video tag. Which video tag though? Which which video tag though? I don't know. What element attribute allows the audio to start in a muted state? Muted. Which attribute lets you see the play and pause button? Controls. What is the purpose of the poster attribute in the video element? To display an image while yeah, that. uh, Heck yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We learned a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just glad we got done in that travel agency phase. That was the hardest one so far for me. Um, I hope y'all was able to get it on the first try, but I definitely wasn't able to get it on the first try. But anywho, without further ado, I will see you in the next one when we talk about HTML music player. Wonder what that's about, right? Probably like make our own music. I don't know. But see ya.